Miss Kate here from Practice Indie. We'll be practicing a little bit of breath and movement together for the next 10 to 15 minutes. So if you're ready, go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seat. We call this Sukhasana in yoga, easy seat pose. And we're first going to practice a little bit of breath. So one of the wonderful breath, well, there are lots of wonderful breaths in yoga, but one that I really like to practice is very intentional is deep belly breathing. So if you'd like, bring your hands to your belly. And as you breathe in, imagine your belly is filling like a balloon. So when our balloons fill, right, when we're putting air in them, they expand. The same should happen with our belly. So breathe in, pressing your belly out, expand, expand. And as you breathe out, breathing out the mouth, let your belly collapse. So belly button comes toward your spine. Let's do that 3 to 4 more times. Breathe in, fill that balloon. Breathe out, allow your balloon to collapse. Beautiful. Breathe in, fill, fill, fill. Breathe out, contract, release. Breathe in, breathe out. Last one for good measure. Breathe in and breathe out. Begin to bring your hands up over the head. Seal your lips as we breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the nose. Bring the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Begin to call into your mind something that you're grateful for. So thinking maybe it's the sunshine today. Maybe it's the love of a family member or a friend. Maybe it's a wonderful snack you're looking forward to later. It doesn't matter what it is, if it brings you joy. Just thinking about that thing, maybe bringing a smile to your face. Lifting your hands up over your head. Bring your hands both out to your sides. We're going to begin to find a little bit of a side bend here. So we're going to press our left hand down, reach your right arm to the sky. Breathe in. And then begin to find that right side body. Over here. Maybe look to the sky. Filling now, imagine you can fill your balloon into this side rib. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you breathe in, lift both arms up overhead. We're going to find a little bit of a twist. So bringing that left hand onto that right knee, and then finding the twist behind you. Looking over that right shoulder. Breathe in, lift the crown of your head to the sky. Breathe out to twist. Breathe in. Fill your belly. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift the arms up overhead. And then bring both hands back down to your side. This time, using our right hand to plant, lift the left arm up. Breathe in, reach long. Breathe out, bending over. Maybe again, gaze lifts to the sky. Maybe this time you change and maybe your eyes look to the floor. So seeing how that changes, the feeling and the stretch in your neck here. Maybe you want to look just straight ahead. That's a-okay too. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you breathe in, lifting that left arm and that right arm to the sky. We're going to find this time our right arm coming to our left knee. Left arm coming back behind us like a second spot in here. Reaching on our inhale, the top of our head to the sky. And then as we exhale, begin to twist, look over that back left shoulder. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beautiful. One last round of breath. Breathe in here. Fill, fill, fill. Breathe out. Reach both arms high to the sky. Then this time begin to bring them out in front of you, coming into a forward fold. So hands might begin to just walk themselves out a little further. We want to keep our sits bone, so our seat, we want to keep it firmly planted or glued to the mat. Eyes will look down to the floor. Maybe your eyes stay closed. Breathe in, fill your belly. Feel your belly, maybe press into your legs here. Breathe out, allow your belly to collapse. So you're releasing that breath out. Breathe in, fill, fill, fill. Breathe out. Last round, breathe in. Breathe out, walk your hands in. We're going to come into a tabletop position. So finding hands and knees first. So in this tabletop, we want our fingers out wide, like a five-pointed star. So really allowing them to almost like suction to your mat here. Our shoulders are over our wrists. Our hips are over our knees to make sure we're maintaining that great alignment in our body, and press the tops of your feet into the mat. So really finding that strong and sturdy table. Breathe in, drop your belly, lift your gaze to the sky, put your tailbone to the sky, cow pose. Breathe out, round your chin to your chest, allow your back to creep toward the sky, cat pose. Breathe in, drop the belly, lift the gaze, cow. Breathe out, find your cat. Two more just like that on your breath. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. This time finding that neutral tabletop. Begin to tuck our toes and lift our hips high to the sky. This is called Adho Mukha Svanasana in yoga, downward facing dog. So imagine you're pressing into those hands, the heels of your hands here, but your fingers are really still suctioned to the mat. Maybe you bend one knee and then straighten the other, so we might be walking our dog here. Maybe you just keep both knees bent and you tip that tailbone to the sky. Your eyes will look between the legs, or maybe you opt to look for the belly button. Shake your head yes. And then maybe you change your mind and you shake your head no. Beautiful job. As you inhale, let's lift our right hand off of the mat. So coming into a three-limb dog, but maybe a little bit different than you might be used to. And then as you exhale, set that right foot down. Let's lift our left foot off of the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Place the left foot down. Let's reach our left hand off of the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Place that left hand down. Let's lift our right foot now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Place that right foot down. Begin to look towards your thumbs. Walk or tiptoe those feet to the top of the mat. And then gently bend your knees so that your belly rests on your thighs here. Find your hands grabbing opposite elbows, and your head will come to look between the legs. Imagine maybe a string coming from the top of your head all the way down to the floor. And then maybe you rock side to side gently. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Begin to bring those hands down to the mat. Begin to straighten the legs slowly and walk yourself up. Ragdoll rise. So we're stacking vertebrae by vertebrae of our spine. Slowly, slowly, finding ourselves standing tall. Moving into mountain pose. So your feet are strong and they're really, again, like suction to the back here. You're going to begin to engage your thighs, so tighten those thighs. Lift your kneecaps and bring our shoulders to our ears. And then roll them down. Maybe again, closing the eyes. Maybe you keep your eyes open. Notice your strength and power in this pose. You're strong and sturdy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, lift your arms over your head. Breathe out, dive forward, hands come down to the floor. Breathe in, bring your palms to meet your shins. Extend your spine, think of that tabletop. Imagine someone could eat a snack off your back here. Breathe out, fold, plant your hands, step your feet back, plank pose. Breathe in here in your plank. That 5-pointed star hand, dial your heels back, and imagine that someone is tying your belly up like shoelaces. So drawing the belly button toward your spine. Tighten your belly. Breathe out, come to your knees, and then your belly and your chest. We're going to bring our hands back behind us, so fingertips toward our toes. And we'll press first into our hands to lift our head, heart, and our shoulders off the mat. So as you breathe in, press into the hands, lift your head, heart, and shoulders. Breathe out, roll them back down to the floor. Breathe in, coming up. Breathe out, roll back down. This time we're going to press into our hands, and as we lift up, we're going to also begin to lift our hands. So first, I just said press into your hands. What you will do, you'll want to simultaneously press into your feet. So watch me first. As you breathe in, press into the hands, lift your head, heart, shoulders, and then reach the hands up. And then roll yourself down. Imagine your sticker being peeled off of the floor. Breathe in, press in, lift the hands. Breathe out, roll yourself down. This time we're going to also lift our feet. So we're really going to have to strengthen our bellies to lift all of those pieces off of the mat. So begin first by lifting your head, heart, and shoulders. Lift the hands, and then begin to lift the feet. Beautiful job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release everything down. One more time. Press into the mat. Press your pubic bone. Press your belly into the floor. Lift, lift, lift. And then breathe out. Come down. Bring your hands up in front of you, stacking one on top of the other. Rest your forehead down. And maybe you shake your hips side to side. Really slowly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's bring our hands next to our ribs here. We're going to tuck our toes, lift up, coming into child's pose. So bringing our big toes to kiss, heels will come up also, and then start to find your bottom on top of your heels. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Calling to your mind's eye the shape of a clock. So imagine that 12 o'clock is just where your fingertips might be. We're going to walk our hands first to 2 o'clock. So walking them over to that position toward the right. Maybe your left hand comes on top of the right hand. Pressing into the hand to allow that left hip to come onto the heel. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Coming back through center. Walk your hands to the other side. So think 10 o'clock. Maybe your right hand comes on top of the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Walking your hands now back to that 12 o'clock position. Begin to pull into those hands, lifting back up through that tabletop. We're going to find our knees walking toward the hands. And then sitting back on the heels, bringing the legs off to the side, feet come out in front of us. And we'll help ourselves down here. Last pose will be fish pose. So what you can do is start to reach your legs out long. We're going to find our fingertips in line with our bottom here. So the palm of our hand or the heel of our hand is going to be facing away from us. And we're simply going to, let's try rolling the shoulders up to our ears and then roll them back and down. So keeping this position with our chest being open to the sky, start to walk yourself down so that you're coming onto your elbows here. So your heart is open, your chin might look toward, or I guess would reach toward the sky, eyes will come back behind you. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, fill your belly, fill your chest. Breathe out. Last round, make it your biggest yet. Breathe in, fill the belly, fill the chest. Breathe out. Begin to find that chin coming back to your chest, protecting your neck. And then we're going to bring our hands all the way down beside us. Head comes to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out. Beginning to find our final resting pose, Savasana here. You may find one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest. You want to keep sort of track of that breathing as we're relaxing. Or maybe your hands simply come out to the sides. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relaxing your hands and your forearms here. Rest your shoulders into the mat. Relax your eyebrows and your forehead. Relax your cheeks and your eyes. Begin to relax your tongue and your jaw. Moving down the body, relax your hips into the mat. Feel supported here. Relax your thighs and your kneecaps. Allow them to release. Relax your calves and your ankles, tops of your feet and your toes. Just feel fully supported, fully embraced by the earth beneath you. Resting here for as long as it might feel good. Finding that awakening breath when you're ready. Begin to fill the belly. Imagine that balloon. Filling, reaching to the sky. Breathe out. Allow that belly balloon to release and contract. Belly button toward the floor. Finding those inhales and those exhales. And then maybe starting to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rolling your wrists and your ankles, moving them in that circular motion. And then maybe you find your fingertips above you, that nice long body stretch. Imagine someone pulling your feet and another person pulling those fingers, stretching you out long. And then as you exhale, find your knees into your chest. Maybe you rock side to side. And if you like, falling onto one side, creating a pillow with one of your hands for your head. And then pressing yourself up to a seat to sit in that easy seat pose, as we did at the beginning at the top of your mat. Breathing in, continuing to keep the eyes closed. Breathing out. This time as you breathe in, reach the arms up over the head. Palms will meet. Breathe out, draw those hands back to heart center, bowing your chin to your chest. Thank you so much for practicing yoga with me today, for trying something new, for exploring this practice that can bring so much joy. May you be happy, healthy, safe, and free. And know that the light in me humbly sees and loves the light in you. Namaste.